Hello! What is up, fellow geeks? Super Geek Girl here. Welcome back to Gay Lawyer Sunday, baby! Yes! It is that time once again. And once again, my model freezes as I try to pull up this animation because it's too much for VTube Studio to take. There we go. Yes, it's that time again. Our favorite day of the week. It is Gay Lawyer Sunday. We are back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Let's freaking do this. Coming to you live from the heart of Studiopolis Zone, from Studio SGG. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Hello, Sleepy. Hello, Stumpy. And hello, Zach. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Great to have y'all. It's been Gay Lawyer Weekend for me with my friends also streaming Ace Attorney. Nice! Yes! I wanted to tune in. I wanted to tune into that, but I was very busy all weekend with friend stuff and everything. I had friends over and they stayed for most of the day playing board games with me and such, which is awesome. But that meant I didn't get to tune in to the Ace Attorney stream, but I did throw a couple of bucks their way to help with the cost of the vet procedure. So I hope that helps. But yes, the brain rot, the Ace Attorney brain rot continues. It is spreading because now one of my favorite YouTubers is also playing Ace Attorney. Wooly Versus is also playing Ace Attorney for the first time, and it's just like everyone is getting the Gay Lawyer brain rot, and it is a beautiful thing to see. It is a beautiful thing to see, and I love it. Hello, Zelda NPC. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Glad to have you here. Speaking of the Gay Lawyers, I need to get my plushies real fast. Everything's a little bit jumbled right now. In addition to having friends over, my tech support guy came by, and he gave me a nice shiny new hard drive where I can put all my videos so that my computer isn't flooded with videos anymore. So, hooray! Very much appreciated. It's so nice having a friend who's like really, really good with technology, I swear. Everyone needs a tech guy. Everyone needs a tech guy in their life. But welcome. Glad you guys are here. How's y'all's weekend been going so far? Everyone having a good weekend so far? Like I said, I've just been kind of hanging out with friends and everything this weekend, which is good. I haven't had a chance to like have a game day with my friends in a while, so it was nice to just kind of hang out and play like King of Tokyo and the Red Dragon Inn. And there was a Star Wars card game, but I wasn't playing that because I was busy doing tech support, so... But yeah, it was good. Oh, speaking of, I've also kind of gotten back into playing Sims again. Not the Sims that you guys think. Not Sims 4, although I am playing that as much as I can in my spare time. I found a copy of My Sims, and I was able to get it to run on my computer, so I've been playing My Sims again. And I I don't remember the game being so finicky with its controls. I guess because I guess because it's been a while. The reason that I wanted to find My Sims is because the Cozy Collection comes out in November, and my gut reaction was, "Oh boy, it's My Sims! I remember that game. I love that game. It was so cute and fun." But then I got to thinking, was it really as fun as I remember it? So I found a copy of it, and I'm gonna try it out in my off time. I'm gonna try it out and see if it really is as fun as I remember, or if it's just the nostalgia blinders on, and that'll kind of guide my selection in getting the My Sims Cozy Collection later on. We'll see. We'll see if it's as good as I remember it. It's definitely as cute as I remember it. I do love the style. Everybody's all like blocky and chibi, and it's very much my aesthetic style sort of game. But the gameplay can get a little... You know how it is. Sometimes retro games are just as good as you remember them, like Paper Mario. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes you got the nostalgia blinders on. I got to visit my family. Their dog is still high strung as ever. Yay! Yo, you want to talk about high strung dogs? My Jenna is extremely high strung. Also, she's a husky, so I guess that kind of explains it. But anytime we are out of the house for any extended amount of time, even it could be like 10 minutes or an hour. But every time we come back, I swear she jumps all over us and is like, "Oh my God, you're back! Oh thank God, I thought you were gone forever. Why'd you leave me? Please don't ever leave me again!" It just continuously jumps on us and whines at us, and it's. To be fair, she does have separation anxiety, but it's still kind of a handful. God help you if you're carrying food when you come in. Hold on tight to that food if you come in and Jenna love bombs you like that. I worked yesterday, got a nice little treat and shopped around afterward. Nice. I'm playing Sims 4 right now. Hey! Fantastic. Love to see it. I do also fully intend to play Sims 4 on stream sometime. I just need to figure out what exactly I want to do, because there's a million different ways you can stream. I talk for a living, guys. There's a million different ways you can stream The Sims, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do a challenge, if I just want to do a story. Don't know yet, but Sims 4 stream will probably be coming at some point. Once I figure out what exactly it is I want to do. Speaking of games, I pre-ordered Echoes of Wisdom yesterday. Nice! Let me know how it is. I've kind of already blown my game budget for this year. Or I will blow my game budget for the year once I get Sonic Generations again. But let me know how it is. I'd love to check it out. Have you thought about getting Jenna one of those anxiety plushies? What do you mean anxiety plushies? Is it like a plushie with like something to calm the dog down? Do me a favor, post that in the Discord server, and I'd like to check that out. Anything to help her out, because we're really not sure how to help her deal with her anxiety. Hell, I don't know how to deal with my anxiety sometimes. But I would love to check it out and see if it's something that is doable. She doesn't do a lot of toys, but she does like some plushies. She likes some plushies, not all of them. I'm thankful that she doesn't try to go after my plushies, because if she did, there would be a big problem, but luckily she doesn't. She somehow she understands that Mama's plushies are not to be touched. She has her own stuff to play with. But yeah, I'd love to check that out. I just make up stories as I go. I usually do too. Usually it's with fandom stuff. You know how it is. But if I'm gonna stream it, I would want it to be something that appeals to everyone, not just my hyper-specific brain rot. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's see. Dogs don't have a sense of time. Being gone for even 1 minute feels like forever to them. Yeah, it's weird. What I have started doing when I'm gone is I put on like some calming music whenever I'm out of the house, and that's supposedly supposed to help. I don't know if it really does. She seems just as wound up when we come back as ever, but It is kind of nice to walk home, to come back home to like nice calming piano music. So I guess whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, if you guys have any tips for how to deal with an anxiety-ridden dog, please let me know. I will take any and all help I can. All right. Let's get into it, shall we? I have been eagerly waiting to jump back into investigations. So let's do it. If I can get this to work. Here we go. That's better. Can everyone see everything okay? Okay, there we go. Spoiler alert, the game is about Miles. Oh no! Who could have guessed? It's not like his name is in the title or anything. I don't know if it's just the way that my my thing is set up on my... Oh, look, and we're in his office now! Yes! I don't know if it's just the way that OBS is set up on my other monitor, but it's like half of my screen is cut off. It looks okay to you guys, right? We're okay? We're good? We're good? I'm pulling it up on mobile to see if it's just me. One second. Yeah, no, it's just me. It's just me. Okay, cool. Cool beans. We are A-okay then. So, last time we began the first of the two adventures of Miles Edgeworth and the No Good, Very Bad week? Because I think I looked at the timeline and these games take place over the course of like a freaking week. It's like the worst week of his life or something like that. And then it happens again in the second game, but we'll get to that in time. We completed the first case, Turnabout Visitor, in which Miles discovers a dead body in his office. So, you know, strong start there. Now we are jumping back, like I think a day or two before that case happened, and seeing what led up to that. So, it is time to start Turnabout Airlines. Oh yeah, baby. We're solving murders, and this is a solving murder high club or something like that. That doesn't make much sense, does it? That's fine. Let's go. Episode 2, Turnabout Airlines. Ah, yes. Oh, we're just flashing back. Okay, this is fine. Return of the Great Thief Yatagarasu. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day. 2 days ago. 2 days earlier. Oh, I forgot. This is a... Oh, shit! Oh, God. Thank God it was just grape juice. Don't scare me like that! Game, please! Oh my God! My heart can't take that! Thank you for flying GoU Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Oh yeah, I should probably get my mount. Whoops. Never mind that. That's fine. Whoa! Okay, so as my settings got all messed up, I didn't see what happened. I'm sure that there was a lot of interesting stuff that flashed by the screen, but for a second there, I wondered if the Miles from the first case was a zombie now. God, I hope not. I hope not. Is he flying Boeing? No, he's flying GoU Airlines. I think it was actually called something different in the original version of the game, but I forget. Okay. March 12th, 6:13 a.m., flight G390, first floor lounge. We're in a multi-level plane. Oh my God. This is a fancy-ass plane. All right. No microphone, but it's still a voice acting stream, so let's go. That seemed more than turbulence. Yeah, it really did. It really did. I'm greatly concerned for my boy. Let's just see where this goes for now. There you go. Shake it off, buddy. Shake it off, buddy. You're okay.
Ugh. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrid nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts.
I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes.
Oh, poor baby. Ew, it's all covered in juice now. It's all covered in wine. That's not good for the leather.
What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? Ugh, my head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of the travel wallet later. Or hand it off to an attendant.
Oh my god! This is just hitting all of the PTSD for Miles! I'm holding my plushie. I'm holding my plushie. This is just hitting all the PTSD! Oh my god! Poor Miles! This really is his no good, very bad week.
From earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator.
It's okay, Miles. We're all here for you. We're all here for you, buddy.
What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child.
No!
I was caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. How long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one.
There you go. There you go, baby boy. There you go. You confront your trauma head on. Confront your trauma head on. We've all got your back. We've all got your back. It's just an elevator. It's just an elevator. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, buddy. It's not like there's gonna be a... Oh my god, are you kidding me? God damn it! Come on! He was trying to overcome his elevator trauma and then you're re-traumatizing him all over again! Miles Edgeworth was made to suffer in this game! Oh my god! Oh, Miles! Miles, my sweet boy, I'm so sorry. You're doing your best. But the universe is just like, let's traumatize this boy as much as we can. I can't believe that. Oh, jeez. There's nothing to be afraid of in this elevator. Surely there's not a dead body here. God damn it! I can't believe... Ace Attorney, you guys are so mean to Miles. Y'all are so mean to him. What the hell are you doing?
What the... What in the world happened?
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your seat.
He's dead!
Please, We mustn't jump to conclusion without all the facts! What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! No! You have it all wrong! It wasn't me!
Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not. Is he tied up in the corner? Wait. Okay, first let's get the text out of the way so we can see what the hell is going on here. March 12th, 6:41 a.m. Second floor, first class. Was he tied up in the corner? Was he? Also, yes, you're 100% correct, Zelda BC. She got Minecraft hair. This girl got Minecraft hair for real. How many times is Edgeworth gonna kill a person? As many times as it takes, I guess. As many times as the plot demands him. As many times as he makes an extremely convenient suspect. Hello, Gundam. Welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right, let's see here. It's Maya we should be more concerned about. I don't know. Edgeworth is also being caught up in a significant amount of murders. Thank you for the womp womp. I don't know why none of the sound dillies went off, but it's okay.
Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I am one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenario.
Rhoda Tenario? Wait. I'm trying to see what the joke here is. What's the joke? Rhoda Tenero. Tenero? Rhoda Tenero? Is this like a femme swap Robert De Niro? Is that what we're going for here? I'm sure there's an extremely obvious pun that I'm missing here.
Unfortunately, we've just had a minor accident on this flight.
An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid! I got eclipsed, and it was a murder! What? Murder? What's going on with this flight?
Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of the area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated.
No, he's totally tied up! Look! He's totally freaking tied up in the corner! Oh my god! I'm sorry. I am absolutely losing it. I am absolutely losing it over this freaking Sprite. I can't deal with that. Why did they tie him up? I guess because he was I guess because he's the main suspect, but I can't with the tying up. Oh my god, why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this to him? Apparently, Rhoda's name is supposed to be the narrow road if you do surnames first. Tenario Rhoda. Oh, okay, got it. Also, yeah, no, Mr. Redhead up in the corner here is, that's gonna be an expensive tab when he gets off this plane. Holy cow. This too looks fairly expensive. If this guy's just freaking out. This guy is just terrified of flying. I don't know why I put hearts there. There we go. There. Yeah, we're good.
But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off!
Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit.
Hi, Miles. He is not happy about this. Even though he was furiously struggling, he's like super calm here. That's really funny. I'm sorry. I am absolutely losing it over him. They just straight up tied him up.
I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor, and I assure you, I am not the killer. Ha! Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy! Now, you listen here! I am not the killer! I simply found the body! Now you listen here, that is extremely British.
So you say. However, I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear on my honor as a professional flight attendant.
Oh, is that right?
I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up.
What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about?
We've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation.
Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine, and the direction it's going in. I'm not about to just sit idly by while I get accused of murder.
Again.
Miss Tenero, was it?
Tenero. We're gonna go with Tenero. I think it's the correct pronunciation.
Miss Tenero, was it?
Yes.
I was wondering if you might give me a chance.
A chance? To do what?
A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence just now. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous?
She's just a flight attendant! She's just a stewardess! She ain't a freaking police officer! Chill, Edgeworth!
You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. But be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick.
Of course, as you wish.
Good. Very well then. Let's get started.
I know for a fact that I did not kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred.
All right, we're immediately going into it. Oh my goodness. He is never gonna fly again after this. Either that or when he eventually solves this murder, he's gonna... one of two things is going to occur here. One of two things is going to occur. Either Edgeworth is never going to fly again after this. He's going to swear off flights just like he swore off elevators. Or the airlines is going to be extremely, extremely grateful and give him free flights for life. It is one of two possibilities. One of two possibilities, no middle ground. There are elevators on this plane. On this particular airline, there is an elevator. I remember long ago seeing planes with elevators and like staircases on them, but it's only like super duper fancy flights, like flights that are well above my pay grade. I've never been on a two-story flight. I don't know about anybody else here in the chat, but I've never flown a two-story plane before. Well, obviously I've never flown a plane. I've never flown in a two-story plane before. Let me rephrase that. All right, Miss Tenero, Robert De Niro, what did you see?
I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the murder weapon. So, if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land.
It is kind of fun to read all of her lines as if I'm doing a flight safety video. It is kind of fun reading it like this.
That's it. That's her evidence.
I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it.
We didn't have a weapon. The only thing we had was the wallet. Unless you're gonna claim that the wallet was the murder weapon. All right, I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you're the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator, it was you standing in front with fresh blood dripping off the murder weapon. Yeah. You tell you what, lady. You tell me how a wallet can be used to kill a man, and I'll let you put the handcuffs on me. Wait. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Nobody clip that. I was trying to be silly and it came out really wrong. Don't clip that, please. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Objection!
Miss Tenero! What is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit.
Oh, I probably should have yelled that. Hang on, let me try that again.
Miss Tenero!
Yeah, that's better.
Force of habit. Well, doesn't matter. Miss Tenero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct?
Yes. All that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine.
Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you.
What?
I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is?
It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky.
The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Miss Tenero.
What? That's impossible!
Now then, do you still think I'm the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did! As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice.
Then...
That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist.
No!
There. That should clear up that pesky accusation.
Hold it? Oh, I should probably do that as her. Hold it! Wait just a sec! That is, I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please.
She's trembling, and the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light.
No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself.
She is a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Miss Tenero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me.
All right. I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here.
Yeah. Grape juice. What a fine vintage of grape juice. So many different vintages of grape juice they have on this airlines. Oh, I love it. It's always localized as juice instead of wine. I know. It's dumb. I mean, I get why they do it. It makes more sense than turning onigiri into jelly donuts. I'm looking at you, Pokemon the anime, and you 4 kids. You doofuses. But yeah, it's it's so silly. All right, let's open up this wallet.
It seems that this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there is nothing but a passport inside. This renders your wallet was the murder weapon argument mute. Wouldn't you agree? Hold it! Please, hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is...
Are we supposed to know this person?
Just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property.
Okay, well, it's updated, and we got a name for our victim. Ackby Hicks. Hicks Ackby? Hicks Ackby? Republic of Virginia? Is that what that said? And here I was calling it Japanifornia this whole time. They're just straight up making countries. They're just straight up making up their own countries too.
You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? How dare you! You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is.
Oh boy.
As you claimed, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something that you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks's money, weren't you?
So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see.
You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play?
Yeah. The lady doth protest too much. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. Yeah. It is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You start to steal Mr. Hicks's money. The body was found at 6:15 a.m. inside the elevator stopped at the first floor lounge. Okay, yeah, I didn't take a look at this. Yeah, all the money's right there, honey. What money? What money? What money did I steal? What money did I steal? Are you gonna try and pat me down and find more money? Oh God. First tied up and then oh God. Anyway. Also, there's clearly the murder weapon there is that adorable little not Funko figure. But yeah. Nah. You point out the money that I stole from this man when it's all over the floor of the elevator. Objection!
Objection!
Hey! There we go. Hello, Snip the Cat! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! This is why that there are so few airline stewardess detectives in fiction. I mean, I've seen my share of airplane murders. The stewardess always makes a fantastic suspect, but they never actually end up solving the crime. They're only there for red herrings. Great to see you, SGG. Great to see you too, Snip. Glad you're here. Welcome back to Gay Lawyer Sunday. I stole the black credit card. No! I didn't steal his platinum card. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero.
What is it now?
Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony.
What are you talking about?
It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. What about this scene would prove that the motive for murder was not the money?
Obviously, the money all over the place.
Take that!
Ah, yes. The LaCroix British accent, as we're calling it. The LaCroix British accent returns. I love it.
If I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. And I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet!
Objection!
Ah, yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then you're claiming that it was all for an empty travel wallet.
Forgive me, please!
Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer?
Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick.
Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero.
Yes?
You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark. And looking into the light from the elevator, it's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought I was the killer.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank you for releasing me.
What? Who? Why? What's with the Egyptian hieroglyphics all of a sudden? Oh God! What now?
What is it now?
Excuse me? Can we get Google Translate for these subtitles?
Miss Tenero, if you could please translate, I would be much obliged. It sounds like Botinian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who...
What are these Minecraft enchantment languages? Yeah! It really is! Okay, so this guy clearly needs an accent. What are we feeling, chat? What are we feeling for this dude? Oh boy, that music reads Arabian to me, but I can't do an Arabian accent worth nothing. Let me see what I can come up with here. All right, we're just gonna go with it. Shantae music to me. It does kind of sound like Shantae music. All right, I think I got something. I don't know if it's gonna be a good something, but I've got something here. male Shantae. I mean, that's just a guy. That's just a. That's just my voice, but like as a guy. Because my voice was. I was doing Shantae's voice while we were playing Shantae.
I said that he is giving the runabout! I don't require an interpreter! I speak English just well! See? You! The attendant!
Yes, sir?
I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport!
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, sir, but what exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you! Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You! How dare you try to waste my time! You're the one who stuck your nose into my affairs! I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art! I have no time for other things! I know what you are! I see through you! Insolvent! Yes, I'm pretty sure that is how you say in English! Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I am very wealthy man in the Virginia. But I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty.
Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now?
Eh? Pardon?
When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout?
I have to explain! Unbelievable! I will say it once, and only once! I do not have even a second to waste! Time is money, as they say! Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator. Going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock.
And what is the significance of that time?
At 6, he says. Wait. You saw him at 6?
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body?
Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15.
Hicks looks a little... He looks a little bit like Byakuya. Kind of! He kind of looks a little like Byakuya. Oh god, someone's killed Byakuya. No! I mean, it was only a matter of time, but no!
Hicks was his name, was it? Didn't I say that man Hicks was killed in a 15-minute time span? And the only person in the time at London,
It's hard to do this accent.
and the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor. Yes.
The little finger guns is kind of killing. The little finger guns is kind of killing me here.
Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time.
Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice.
Oh no!
I was still eating. I still haven't finished. See?
The other passengers have an alibi, so you'll have no problem with them, I suppose? No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. So you'll say But you have what you say, the evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all?
Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you're quite certain in what you saw? Enough to give testimony?
Of course! I was looking at that man the whole time! He was playing with the annoying little... the small machine the whole time!
Machine?
Yes, that's what people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the clicky, 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 clicky.
From that description, it sounds like some sort of a small computer.
I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself.
A simple cell phone? A laptop organizer I can see, but that's kind of, low budget.
What you got against cell phones? What? Mobile games are games too, jerkwad! Ugh, I hate the noisy little machine in his hand! Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw.
Miss Tenario,
Yes?
I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene.
What? You want to examine the crime scene?
If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit.
You do not like the sound of that. A fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think it's how you say in English.
It's fox guarding the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss Tenero, if you wait until we arrive, there is a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then.
I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say.
This shall not be approved!
Please, Mr. LeBlanc. In an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back.
And off she goes. Hello, NSM! Welcome, welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! You're not planning to erase evidente while you are doing your investigation, yes?
Of course not.
We will see.
Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene.
What? Unbelievable!
I am in your debt, Miss Tenero.
However, there is one condition. I am to supervise you. Can you agree to that?
Of course. I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I am still a suspect in this case.
I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to use Y to talk.
It's time to head to the scene of the crime. The first floor lounge.
All right, and now the investigation begins in earnest. Hello, Boots! Welcome, welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! It seems like one of the main motifs in investigation is that everyone unqualified to be an investigator thinks they can solve the case better than Miles. I mean, yeah, that's definitely how it's seeming. Also, this dude is, like, exceptionally angry. I feel like he's the killer. I feel like this guy is the killer. I don't know why, but I feel like this guy he is unreasonably angry at everything. Of course, that could also be a red herring. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, he's running! Wait a minute, what is this funny sprite? Wait a minute! Oh, God. Hello, ma'am. Edgeworth isn't a detective, but like everyone else in Ace Attorney, he apparently lawyers are the only ones qualified to solve crimes in the Ace Attorney verse. So if you're a lawyer, you're automatically a detective by default. I think that's pretty sure that's how that works. All right, hang on. I need to look at this. Wait, license to love, laugh, maim, and murder. Bro, I want to see that movie.
It's a movie poster for License to Love, Laugh, Maim, and Murder.
That's a Go You Airlines sponsored movie. It's a suspense, hard-boiled action romantic horror comedy flick.
Is that the genre listing for that thing?
Yes, it's a movie that can be enjoyed by anyone because it encompasses all those genres.
I can't even begin to imagine what the plot would be.
But you have to admit it has piqued your curiosity, right? I heard the main strategy with this genre listing was to make people curious.
Well then, consider the mission a successful one.
At least it's not snakes on a plane. Yeah. At least not.
The front facing is a little unnerving, but
all right, let's see. What else can we look at here? I'm very curious about Sleepy Lady here. I'm very curious about the Sleepy Girl here.
excuse me, but may I have a word with you? You there!
If you need something, please ask Miss Rhoda over there, okay?
Hey! Wake up, you!
I'm terribly sorry that she's being so rude, Mr. Edgeworth.
No need for you to apologize. I just find it hard to believe she's asleep on the job. If I were her boss, I'd see to it that her salary was cut so low it was in the red.
Sleeping Beauty. She is pretty. She is pretty. I mean, no. Sleeping Beauty is that's a good descriptor. That's a good descriptor.
How did you find your meal to be, Mr. Edgeworth?
Come to think of it, I forgot all about it. I must have been asleep or something.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Let me prepare you something right away.
What are you apologizing for, Miss Tenero?
I failed in my professional duties by letting a passenger go hungry. Please, help yourself. If you see anything to your fancy, feel free.
I think I'll take my time later, after I've solved this case. Thanks.
Aw, she is doing her best. She is doing her best in earnest.
This was Miss...
Oh, that's Edgeworth.
This was Mr. Hicks's seat. I don't see the machine Mr. LeBlanc was talking about.
Perhaps it's in the elevator.
Maybe. We should probably head down to the crime scene now.
Yeah, Tenero is taking on the Gumshoe role since I guess Gumshoe couldn't afford flight tickets. Or no, this was 2 days prior. This was 2 days prior to Turnabout Visitors, so... Yeah, Gumshoe would be back in Japanifornia, as we're calling it, watching over The Office. Okay, I know I need to go downstairs to progress, but I'm looking around at everything.
That's my seat. Unfortunately, I didn't bring anything particularly useful for an investigation. It's not as if I'm constantly prepared for such a thing to occur.
You really ought to be. You got a big-ass law book in your full chess set that you travel with. What, you can't solve a case using that? You're not the MacGyver of the Ace Attorney world, huh? Me, you criminal!
He said, "Don't get near me, you criminal."
I am not the killer, and I intend to prove that starting now.
He said, "But that's contrary to the facts."
I can understand his English just fine, thank you very much.
considering that this game makes up countries like Virginia, I wholeheartedly believe Japanifornia is a real thing in this universe. I mean, that's what everyone calls it in the fandom, apparently.
If I may have a word with you. That's great to hear. However, I would like to ask you a few questions. Eat or speak? Please pick one.
I guess that was the answer.
I think he chose to eat.
Yes, I can hear that.
All right, what about you, Mr. Fancy Man?
Hey, miss, how about another glass? Excuse me, but I was wondering if you knew anything about the murder. How about it? How about a glass together? Sorry, but I must decline.
He wasn't talking to you, Edgeworth.
Or was he?
Yeah, there we go.
I wasn't talking to you. I was asking the cute attendant.
I'm sorry, but I'm on the clock right now. But if you need a refill, I would be happy to bring you another glass at any time.
Oh, you got it, Toots. That is no way to talk to a lady!
Oh, and he's a gentleman on top of it all. He's a gentleman on top of it all. Sir. You're wonderful. A shame you're gay. All right, let's move on to the lounge. No! Why am I in the box? Why am I in the box? All right. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, no! Wait a minute. There we go. I wasn't expecting to have the costume and the box in play at the same time. I think it was because you were simping for Miles. Well, stick me in the box the entire damn game then! Because this is gonna keep happening! He's a gorgeous man, what can I say? Alright, whatever. March 12th, 7:26 a.m., flight G390, first floor lounge. Let's go. Let's begin this investigation in earnest.
I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero.
It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota.
I see. I'll bear that in mind.
I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that we reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asked that you please return to your seat at that time.
So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, is it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board?
I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff key card. And we found no record of a key card being used at all.
Which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either.
All right. With that, let's go. Begin investigation. A plane with no camera? I'm sure, yeah, if they did have a camera, that would be hella useful. But that would be too useful, so it's not here. I guess for the sake of this case, there isn't one. Unless there is one. There isn't one unless there is one, and it becomes relevant later.
Now then, let's get started.
But where should we start from?
Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere.
Where was the killer?
If we're to believe what you say is true, then yes.
The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust.
All right. We'll start with the dead body. I feel like that's the best place to start.
What floor does this elevator service?
Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard.
So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second.
Okay, that'll be important for later. Alright, what looks suspicious here? So this is the game Genshin took inspiration from for Fontaine. I've actually never played Genshin Impact, so that reference is lost on me, I'm afraid.
I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. Just put my finger on it.
Alright, well, I was actually trying to examine the kill shot, but I guess examining the murder weapon is just as good.
What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here?
It's a Funko!
Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition, and it's so popular that we're down to our last one.
You have an in-flight shop?
Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment, but it was open the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered.
There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon?
There is blood. Like, well, the reticule was covering it, but right here on the corner, you can see a little bit of blood. So I think most of it probably ended up on the other side of the statue. Yeah. Sky Mall. This is off topic, but I want to get to know your thoughts on this. If we get a Sonic 4, which I hope we do, who do you want to be the main villain? You know, my husband and I were actually discussing that. And I don't know about Sonic 4, but we're kind of thinking that there might be an opportunity for Metal Sonic to come in at 3. Because our thought process was this. Apparently there's some floating link going around. I haven't seen it myself, so I cannot confirm it. So it may just be a rumor. But some people are saying that Metal might be in Sonic 3. And our thought process is that they're going to try and use Space Colony Arc and try to convert it to the Death Egg as the big threat that causes Sonic and Shadow to team up and all that biz. Again, no idea. But Metal Sonic would be a cool villain if that were the case. But again, no idea, pure speculation. Do not take my word for nothing. Not that y'all ever do. But as far as Sonic 4, I feel like there's not a lot of big bads that they could pull from other than I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like if there were going to be a Sonic 4, that would be the time to introduce Silver in future travel shenanigans, and maybe something like the Iblis Trigger. I don't know. That would be my prediction. I don't know if I would necessarily like to see that, but that would be That's kind of just my thought. I would like Metal Sonic to be voiced by Roger Craig Smith, to let the current voice actor for the game take part in the movies. That would be so sick! That would be so sick if they let Roger be Metal Sonic. That would be so sick. But again, this is assuming that that leak is real and that Metal is actually going to be in the movie. I keep hearing Amy might appear in Sonic 3, but I don't know if that's true either. Yeah, I hear that. I also hear that as well. But again, there's no way to confirm this stuff. So right now, this is all just speculation. Yeah, it would be better than 06. You got that right. But yeah, that's my thought process there. Let's see. There's something in his coat pocket. Let's check that out.
There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope you won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture.
You're right, he does look like Byakuya. Just like a more depressed Byakuya.
It looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere.
A souvenir picture, maybe? We'll see. Oh, we've got a deduction. We've got a deduction. But let's keep examining. Let's keep examining.
I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in the elevator on this flight.
So, Mr. Hicks, he's really dead?
Yes. She's trembling. Although I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there.
Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes.
I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard.
Yeah, blood force trauma. Your voice for Tenero reminds me of Siri. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. That's kind of what I was going for, was a Siri sort of attendant voice.
Even his glasses were broken.
Broken glasses. Sonic Rush and Sonic Rivals introduced Eggman Nega. In Rivals, he's Eggman's descendant and Silver's arch nemesis, so if they introduce Silver, that's who I would nominate as the big bad. Yeah, they could pull Nega. I mean, they've already... I don't know if they would, though, because they already have Gerald Robotnik alive and well in 3, so I don't know if they would pull Eggman Nega. I don't think that would make sense, given that Gerald has survived in this particular universe. So I don't think it's going to be Eggman Nega. Bio-Lizard could appear since it's a prototype of the ultimate life form, but this is the mindless animal, it wouldn't make for a big bad. Yeah, I was also thinking Bio-Lizard as well, but the writers have already said that this is not going to be a shot-for-shot retelling of Sonic Adventure 2, that they're doing their own thing, so I don't think they're going to go with Bio-Lizard. They still could, because the Bio-Lizard is a pretty striking design as far as monsters go, but we'll see. It's not going to be the same thing as Sonic Adventure 2. That's all I know about this story. There's also bottles on the table and the thing outside the elevator. Yeah, thanks. I will check that out in just a moment once we're done. Just making sure that I didn't miss anything here before we start deducing. Chaos might be a potential big bad, in my opinion. If they wanted to go the Sonic Adventure route, they could totally introduce Chaos. That would be a possibility. They've already got the Chaos Emeralds and the Master Emerald, so it wouldn't be too much of a step. It may also give Knuckles some more screen time. Though I feel like if anything, the Knuckles miniseries should have been the opportunity to introduce Chaos. I don't know if it did, because I still have yet to see the Knuckles miniseries. But I feel like if that would be the opportunity to introduce Chaos into the story. But again, who knows? Metal Overlord would be interesting too. Well, if the leak is true and Metal Sonic does appear in 03, then Metal Overlord could possibly be big bad for 4. If that's all true. If that's all true, I can see that being a thing. As far as like all the other new ones, the Time Eater or Solaris or whoever the bad guys from Lost World, the Dastardly Six or whatever the hell they're called. Black Doom, I would recommend either being the big bad of a Shadow solo or miniseries. Oh, they're absolutely gonna do a Shadow series. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? They're absolutely gonna do a Shadow series. All right, I'm gonna lose the box. I think that's been enough time. And back into my costume I go. Boom! There we go. All good. Nephiles would make a cool villain, but his gimmick is that he's a part of Solaris. Yeah, so if you did Nephiles, you would have to include Solaris. I mean, I guess you could also do Infinite as well, but again, that would be kind of a big. You would need a bigger cast for Infinite, I feel like, just because of all the bull crap that he pulls and all the past baddies that come back. I feel like we're not ready for Infinite yet.
Money is strewn all over the floor of the elevator. I would guess it was all in Mr. Hicks' wallet at some point.
Okay. So I think that's everything. Okay, yeah, everything's checkpoint. All right, let's deduce. No. Let's, Right, I have to do a spot selection. Well, what about the lanyard? Any of the evidence that I hold? Oh yeah, the lanyard was around his neck. Oh, it wasn't a lanyard, it was the cell phone! The cell phone was around his neck! Boom!
Eureka!
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found.
His machine?
His cell phone, Miss Tenero.
Ah, so I guess because it's not here.
Yes. I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it.
Ba-boom! Oh, that is a relic of a cell phone. I love it. I love it. That is a relic. That's a BlackBerry right there. All right, I think that's all we can get from the body. So let's start investigating somewhere else. Ah, footprints! Excellent.
There's spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence.
Oh, we must clean that up, or someone might get hurt.
Aha!
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I found some very important evidence.
What is the important piece of evidence in the scene? The footprints!
Take that!
What is it?
They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree that they're a set of footprints.
It looks like a Motorola phone. Yeah. My mind immediately went to BlackBerry, but it could also be an old school Motorola. It's weird seeing the cell phones of these games having early to mid 2000s when the game supposedly takes place in 2018. So if anything, that should be an iPhone. That should be an iPhone around his neck. But who wears an iPhone around their neck? Who's that dumb? There's some spilled grape juice on the floor in front of the elevator. Ba-boom!
So, you think...
Yes, these belong to our killer.
Oh, then maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class.
I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match.
I don't know, they look pretty distinct to me.
Oh, I see.
I don't know, they look pretty distinctive. They look kind of distinctive to me, don't you think? Alright, let's see what else we can determine here.
Glasses and candles thrown into disarray by the turbulence.
It's been a while since I've seen this big of a mess. It's terribly embarrassing, but I thought it was an earthquake for a second. And I frantically started searching for gas valves to shut off.
I guess the shaking of the plane was bad enough to be mistaken for a real earthquake. Not that I would know, since I was unconscious for most of it.
Poor Edgeworth. Poor trauma. Not sharp enough to get tread prints, but definitely a size. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't just write off that possibility. I still think it's a good idea to get everyone's shoe sizes. At the very least.
The in-flight shop is just beyond these shutters. But we don't have permission to open them, so I'm afraid I must leave them closed.
There must still be clues to be found here in this lodge. Lodge? Lounge, hello. There must still be clues to be found here in this lounge. I must remain ever vigilant.
Alright, what else? Ah!
What or who is this?
This is a bronze statue of the founder of Go U Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. The one on the left is of when he was in his 40s, and the other is of him in his 80s.
The man aged all over those full decades. Maybe I need to squint more.
They're exactly the same. It's that one meme in The Office where you hold up two pictures and it's the same picture. Hugo Hughes is a Time Lord confirmed. Yep, Time Lord. Calling it now.
These counter windows offer a glimpse of the sky, but these clouds tell me nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, you look like you're talking to the clouds.
Is that so? Then tell me, what do you suppose I said to them?
I don't know, but it looked like a rather one-sided conversation.
Clouds tell me nothing.
Edgeworth, what is wrong with you? Oh my god, what? Oh, old man yells at clouds? Is that what we're doing? Are we doing this here? Alright. Ooh, wow, somebody busted into this wine cabinet. What's the weight limit for this plane? That's a good question! That's a good question. Because with the two bronze statues and this heavy-ass wine cabinet, there's gotta be a crazy-ass weight limit for this. I don't know. I've seen some pretty crazy planes, but this one is probably just takes the cake for me.
These bottles and glasses must have been broken by the turbulence. There's quite a bit of broken glass here. Please be careful when passing through the area.
Thank you very much for the warning, Mr. Edgeworth. However, no matter how kind you are towards me, know that it doesn't clear up any suspicions I have about you.
I wasn't warning you for the sake of clearing my name!
It might be the person who drinks because the bottles are everywhere. Yeah. Good point. Good point. That's a good point. I'll keep that in mind. It could be the drunkard. I'm not sure because we haven't gotten a character portrait of him yet, but we'll see. Maybe we just need to unlock the character portrait with the right evidence.
This door leads to the flight attendant's room, but please understand that it's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
The room is giving off the scent of women's perfume. One would think that the perfume would smell great. However, to me, it simply smells. Not that I have any interest in what lies beyond this door.
Perhaps we should return to the investigation, Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Sorry, I spaced out for a second there.
You're spacing out a lot, sir. Are you okay? Do we need to get you back on the ground? Oh my god, and there's also a piano because why not? Why not? Why wouldn't there be a piano?
This grand piano is the pride of this plane. It can play the music of whatever CD we insert into its CD drive.
It's not a piano. It's more like an overgrown music box.
Oh, but its keys to press along with the music, as though there's someone really playing it.
Some people have entirely too much money to waste on overly complex toys.
Okay, but for real talk though, a jukebox shaped like a grand piano that plays along with the music, that would be kind of neat, right? I'm not the only one who thinks that. That would be kind of cool. I think Edgeworth needs psychiatry. Yeah, Edgeworth needs therapy. More than anything else, Edgeworth needs therapy. Edgeworth needs therapy. Can we get a GoFundMe for Edgeworth's therapy going here or something? fun! Alright, let's see here.
This toppled over chair. Yet another victim of the turbulence.
Ah, no! Look at all that grape juice staining the back!
It may not look it, but this chair was extremely valuable.
It was?
Yes! It was used when the Rocker Pals came to tour this plane. The Rocker Pals leader sat in this very chair.
I'm sorry, but what are these Rocker Pals?
I can't believe you've never heard of them. They're all the rage. The Rocker Pals are an extremely popular international band. They added the Pals part as they became more popular, especially among teens.
That explains it. I'm not really one for the music of today. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe about them later. On second thought, I can already see how confusing the conversation would get.
because he calls everybody, because Gumshoe calls everyone pal. That's great. That's a great touch. All right, I think we've examined everything, so let's see if we can piece together some logic here. Take a look at what we've got. All right. Well, I already know two things that are going to go together. The blunt force trauma from the murder weapon. Boom!
A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out.
Yes? What is it?
The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head.
Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title?
Edgeworth, stop being such a dick!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think that's worth investigating?
It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon.
Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection.
Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting.
Okay, so... Unlike Edgeworth really out here saying no shit, Sherlock, in a classy way. He's a classy guy! He's a classy guy! I love everything that we just found out about Edgeworth. He doesn't keep up with today's music. He gets nauseous at the smell of women's perfume. Again, signifying he's gay. I don't know, and he spaces out. He spaces out. We're getting a lot of Edgeworth backstory here. Unlike Nick, who has to BS his way through a case, Miles uses facts and logic. What a novel concept. I will forever love the fact, and I've seen this in like multiple people have referenced this, but I love the fact that Phoenix and Apollo and all them other peoples, they have magical lie detecting bullshit powers to solve their cases. Miles just has logic, common sense. It's so good. It's such a good juxtaposition. I think it just serves to highlight the absurdity of Ace Attorney court cases even more. Hello, Stumpy! Good news, I fixed my Fallout London. Awesome! I didn't know Fallout London was busted, but congratulations! I'm glad you fixed whatever was wrong with it. Okay, so, more logicking. Where was the killer? Elevator. I mean, was the killer in the elevator? Could that have been it?
True. There wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story.
If only I could prove that the killer rode the elevator with hit. That's where the footprints came from! Ba-boom! My game would crash every time I loaded into my favorite settlement. Oh! Ooh, that does sound like it sucks. Well, I'm super glad you got that fixed then. Settlement, the settlement thingy is oh yeah. Because Fallout London has the Fallout 4 thing where you can like build your own settlement Sim style, right? Yeah, I'm definitely glad you got that fixed. Well done. Hooray! Aha! I have it!
I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth.
I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder.
What? Really?
Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footprints here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person.
But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself?
Ah, but if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless.
So find the guy who's got wine all over his shoes and we got our killer.
Which means...
Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.
Ba-boom! Investigation complete! We did it! Fallout London is but a Fallout 4 mod. Oh, that's right, because the whole thing is like a big mod. The whole thing's like a big mod. That's crazy. That's crazy that... It's crazy that a mod that size isn't a full release. And they just released it for free. That's the crazy thing. Basically, from what I've heard and from what I've seen of a playthrough, Fallout London could be a standalone game. There is so much content in it. Like, I will give big ups to the creators of the Fallout London mod. Like, holy crap. Y'all went above and beyond, and I am very impressed by the scope of the game. I'm very impressed by the scope of the game. Well done, gang. Yeah, it basically is a full Fallout game, but for free. Maybe I should check out Fallout London. I'm not a big Fallout fan myself, but it might be worth looking into just for funsies, like a one-off, just derping around London. I don't know. If y'all want to see that, please let me know, and I can make it happen. But we'll see. If anything, it'll be an opportunity for more bad British accents from me. Yay!
What's going on over there?
Oh boy, here comes LeBlanc again. No! Don't yell at the sleepy! Don't yell at the sleepy! She's too pretty to be yelled at! Unforgivable! This is unforgivable! Do you understand what I am saying? The movie is late! It is the same level of bad as if the plane arrived late!
But the movie...
But I will not talk to you anymore! You are wasting my time!
What is the matter, Mr. LeBlanc? If there is no emergency, please return to your seat, sir.
Do not tell me what to do! I need not to sit down! Well, Mr. Prosecutor, did you prove you are innocent yet?
If you would like, I will prove my innocence to you right now.
What? Nonsense! Are you saying my eyewitness testimony is mistaken?
Not mistaken, merely that there is room for doubt. I'd be most honored if you could please tell me what you saw in detail once more.
Fine. Suit yourself. Alright, here we go. LeBlanc is self-entitled. Yeah, we all know these sorts of customers. In any other situation, they would have been kicked off the plane as it was boarding, but, you know. Maybe the flight attendants of Go You Airlines are made of sterner stuff. You'll probably need to buy Fallout 4. Possibly. I think my husband's already got it. Maybe I just bum off his copy. We'll see. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter that elevator. It was when the needles on my pocket watch pointed to the 6 and the 12. The body was discovered 15 minutes after that in the lounge, yes? Then you, the only person in the lounge at that time, must be the criminal!
Mr. LeBlanc's conclusions seem to make logical sense. After all, the only person in the lounge at the supposed time of the murder was me.
You're giving LeBlanc a French accent? I don't know what the hell accent this is, but we're just going with it. We're just going with it. So, my eyewitness testimony. If you think you can destroy it, then come. Let me see. Hurry! Do I look like a man who was having the time to wait for you?
Why is he so irritated? I'm the one accused of murder here. Anyway, I must find a way to discredit Mr. LeBlanc's account somehow. And fast.
All right. At least somewhat French with his last name, or a combination of French. It's a combination of a lot of things that I'm not sure about, but we're going with it. Let's see. I am certain I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator. How are you so certain of that, sir?
Hold it!
Mr. LeBlanc, were you able to get a good look inside of the elevator at that time?
Of course! I saw what was inside!
And you are sure that the victim was in the elevator alone?
Yes! The only person inside was that Mr. Hicks man!
This last outburst is a bit too important to let go.
The only person inside was that Hicks man! Oh yeah? How do you explain the grape juice footprints then? Objection! Oh, wrong button. Objection!
Objection!
It's like the spy from Team Fortress 2 who's actually
Objection!
a chicken chip through your Oh, for real though? For real though? This is probably one of the worst accents I've ever done. This is probably one of the worst accents I've ever done. Though this is one of the worst characters I've seen yet. So it's fine. It's fine. Happy birthday, Tails' VA. Yes! Actually, that's really funny. Carlino Shaughnessy and Ben Schwartz have the same birthday. Sonic and Tails have the same birthday. I think that is lovely. That is so lovely and fun. Happy birthday to both of them.
Mr. LeBlanc.
What is it?
There is a very glaring contradiction in your testimony.
What do you mean?
Please take a look at the area in front of the elevator. There, at the spilled grape juice.
Yes, and? Were you going that you also spilled it with the blood?
No, it spilled itself during the turbulence. But the interesting thing here is this set of grape juice footprints.
Footprints?
Yes. The ones that lead from within the elevator out into the lounge itself. It's evidence that proves that someone other than Mr. Hicks exited the elevator alive. There must have been another person in the elevator with Mr. Hicks. Now then, I'm done playing games. Why don't you tell us the truth?
Can we use something other than wingdings for this man's font, please?
Can you please translate for us?
Oh, whoa, ma'am, you're a little bit out of uniform there, ma'am. You may need to, that's not very professional of you, ma'am. You are cute, though. You're very pretty. You're very pretty, and I like you. She is definitely out of uniform. Yeah. No. God-given airbags, yes. But when you're a stewardess, when you're a stewardess, they are called personal flotation devices. Your personal flotation devices are showing, ma'am. I appreciate you being ready for an unscheduled landing, but you don't need to have them out on display like that. Oh my God, shut up. That's... Yeah, you shouldn't be proud of that. You shouldn't be proud of that. Settle down. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
No way. That's totally impossible. I guess that's what he said.
No way! That is totally impossible! I know there was no other person there! I saw with my own eyes!
If you want to know what I think, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't think Mr. LeBlanc is lying to us.
I suppose she's right. He doesn't seem to be lying. But then, what does it mean? What about this contradiction? Mr. LeBlanc, please, just once more, will you recall the details of what you witnessed for me?
What I saw, part 2. Here we go. I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time, over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator he was entering. But I swear, there was no one inside. No one!
Mr. LeBlanc, if you would please calm down.
What? Did you two have an issue with my eyewitness testimony? No, not at all. Please forget I said anything.
Yet again, he doesn't appear to be lying. But I can't let this testimony stand as the truth.
I like how the stewardesses match the person they're talking to. Then how come the hot stewardess isn't standing next to Edgeworth? Tenero and Edgeworth for professional behavior, and who's to say Tenero isn't on? You know what? I'm down for the Minecraft hair. I'm down with the Minecraft hair. She has a very unique sensibility about her. His voice is edging into Gru territory. I think it's Gru in a wig. It's Gru in a wig. Yeah, that's what we're going with. It's just Gru in a wig. Okay, you were very upset. Why were you upset?
Hold it! Oh my God!
So, are you still upset now?
I am always upset. The only time I am not is when I have a piece of art in my hands.
It's surprisingly easy to believe that about him.
But I was even more upset when Mr. Hicks walked by me. I was always checking the time, over and over again. I happened to follow that man with my eyes when he passed me. And I saw clearly into the elevator.
I swear there was no one else inside. He doesn't seem to be lying. I may need to draw more information out of him before
Okay, I need to press more.
I was very upset when Mr. Hicks passed by my seat. I was always checking the time.
Why were you so intent on the time?
Why were you so attentive to the time?
Because something unforgivable was happening.
Come to think of it, you were yelling about something unforgivable earlier.
I was giving a complaint to the attendant about the movie starting time. Return back to me my time in money. You understand my point? Yeah, this guy would get thrown off a plane immediately.
Movie? Is he talking about the in-flight one that's mentioned in the magazine? A summary of the plot and its start time. Interesting.
They were supposed to show License to Love, Laugh, Meme, and Murder. I cannot see that movie in my country. You only see it on international flights. I'm looking forward greatly to that movie. I check my pocket watch whenever possible, so I do not miss it. I even set my pocket watch to destination time when I came aboard. So my watch is not wrong. It matches the schedule. But the movie was still late. Very, very late.
Hold it!
Your pocket watch. I'd like to ask you a little more about it, if that's all right.
The movie I wanted to see would not start, so I checked my pocket watch many times.
Hold it!
So that movie you mentioned, is it this one listed in the Sky magazine?
Yes. I was so looking forward to watching License to Love, Laugh, Meme, and Murder.
Miss Tenero, was this movie shown on this flight?
Yes, it was shown at the scheduled time.
Isn't it possible you simply slept through it by accident?
Nonsense! You doubt me? No, now stop pointing at me like that!
God, how did he miss a movie he was clearly hoping to see?
I check in my pocket watch great number of times. That much I know for sure. My watch is set to my destination's time. I always set it when I board the plane. Wait, we never checked this out, did we? All right, let's see. Complimentary service for all your dietary needs. Best restaurant in the sky. All times shown correspond to our departure time zone. So the movie was supposed to be shown at 5. Yeah, no, hang on. Something screwy with this timetable. Something screwy with the timetable here. Objection!
Objection!
Mr. LeBlanc, you said this just now in your testimony.
I'm off to bed. All right, good night, Gundam. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you have a lovely evening. Departure time zone. He says watch for the destination. Ah, that's it. I knew something was up with the times, but I couldn't remember which one. Was which. I even set my pocket watch to the destination time when I came on board.
Now, if your watch had been sent to our destination's time zone, it would mean that your watch is displaying the time of our destination.
Yes, and the correct time is what? Is 6 cents.
I would like you to take a look at this. If you believe the Sky magazine, clocks on this flight run in accordance with the time of our departure time zone. Of course, the movie schedule was also created with that in mind. Miss Tenero, for confirmation's sake, what time zone is this flight aligned to right now?
Well, we made a short stop at a transfer point.
That's right. It was in that small Asian country, the Republic of Zhenfa.
Zhengfa? I think I said it wrong, but that's okay.
But we didn't readjust our onboard clocks at that time. So right now, we are still running on Borginian time.
Zhengfa. Definitely not China. Nope, what's that? What's China? What's Japan? No, we don't know. We don't know these. What are these words you're speaking to us? Are you speaking to us in Wingdings? Are you speaking to us in Borginian? We don't know these names.
The time difference between Borginia and our destination is 9 hours. In that case, it's only natural that your watch would be out of sync with the schedule. Further, with your analog watch set to our destination's time, it would appear to be running 3 hours fast when compared to the flight's onboard clocks. it also changes everything about your testimony. And you can bet 1,000,000 cents on that. In light of this information, it means you saw Mr. Hicks 3 hours prior at 3 a.m.
Why so over the top with the reactions? I know it's because it's Ace Attorney, but what wind was even blowing to make him fall over so hard? That's how I act when I miss a movie too. Yeah, man, you miss that in-flight movie and you just go ballistic. Yeah, all this means is there was more time for the murder to be committed, so the timetables are all screwed up now.
That should clear up all of the remaining accusations.
So, this basically widens the time frame for the time of death, right?
Yes, because Mr. LeBlanc saw the victim into the elevator at 3 a.m. It means that the time of death could be anywhere from 3 to 6:15 a.m. The question now is, where was Mr. Hicks during that span of time? And what was he doing?
Oh, hey, cutie girl's talking now.
I've got something to say.
And you are?
Yeah, I'm Cammy Mealy. I'm a flight attendant.
And what is it you wish to say?
Cammy Mealy? Chameleon? Chameleon. Calling it now! That's our suspect! It's a pun on chameleon! I think. I may be jumping ahead here.
And what is it you wish to say?
Well, I think your story is a little different from how I remember it.
What do you mean, Cammy?
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know?
What? How can you be so sure of the time?
Oh, that's right. He pushed his call button while we were parked at the transfer point.
This flight will be making a brief stop to refuel and transfer cargo in the Republic of Zhengfa between 4 and 5 a.m. We ask that all passengers remain on board at that time. Thank you for your cooperation. Ah, interesting.
The stop we made for refueling and cargo transfer in Zhengfa, correct?
Yes, it was from 4 to 5 a.m., according to our clocks.
And during that time, did any of the passengers leave, or did any new ones board this flight?
No, not a single person got off or on in Zhengfa. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
It's kind of the vibe I'm getting here.
What about the flight crew?
The few who were handling the cargo transfer might have temporarily gotten on or off. But eventually, everyone, including Cammy and myself, came back on the plane.
So basically, I can assume that no one left or got on since our initial takeoff. Interesting. I should keep that in mind.
Okay, refueling stop. Got it.
Yeah, and I answered his call. I can tell you Mr. Acme Hicks was there in his seat when we took off again at 5 a.m.
Okay, so he was there at 5. Got it.
All right. Then that puts the time of the murder between 5 and 6:15 a.m.
I think Cammy Mealy might be a pun on chamomile tea, which is a tea. Oh! Okay. I immediately got sus with her. But chamomile makes a much better pun than chameleon here.
Okay. Now, what time did you come down to the lounge, Mr. Edgeworth?
I remember coming down here almost as soon as we left the Republic of Zhengfa.
Uh-oh.
You!
You were here the whole time from 5, yes? You are the only one who could be the killer!
Mr. Edgeworth, were you really here in this lounge the entire time from 5 a.m. onward?
Unfortunately, yes.
But then, how do we explain the footprints?
Is that not obvious? This man waited for Mr. Hicks here in the lounge! Waited to kill him! And then he put the corpse in the elevator! That is when the turbulence happened! My eyewitness testimony may have been mistaken, but what time I saw Mr. Hicks enter the elevator on 2nd floor does not matter! Because the entire incident concluded here in this lounge!
Everything happened in this lounge? Is that what you really believe, Mr. LeBlanc?
Do you have another idea?
I simply feel that there is something out of place in the scenario you've presented. Is there something that can tie this crime to a location other than the lounge?
It won't work. The stains on his shoes would leave more stains. Yeah, no, we still haven't figured out the stains. And Edgeworth hasn't been leaving any footprints. Though I don't know if the game would even track that. Wait. He got this from the shop. And the shop is closed now, right? This might be it.
Take that!
The murder weapon. This little piggy bank is sold at the in-flight shop. It is sold there and only there. And it is not displayed here in this lounge. How then did it find its way here? Don't you find that a tiny bit suspicious?
Such a trivial point. It only means you prepared it, taking it from Shopee first coming here. It doesn't prove you're innocent at all.
Is there no way to win with this man?
It's a shame that Tenero didn't get any voice clips, because she's been saying hold it a lot. Hold it!
If I may.
What is it?
You see... Well, it's just as Mr. Edgeworth says.
Oh? And why do you know this so well?
Well, it's just that piggy bank was there in the shop. I saw it with my own eyes.
And when was this?
It was maybe around 5:40 a.m.
Isn't that just before we hit that patch of turbulence?
That's right.
You were in the shop just before the turbulence?
Yes, I was.
Uh-oh. I think we were right. The lady doth protest too much. Maybe Tenero did do it.
Come to think of it. Miss Tenero, when I found the body, I believe you came out of that door.
Yes, I did.
And what is beyond that door?
That's the flight attendant's room.
Then you were on the first floor?
Yes. I had to do something at the shop and in the flight attendant's room. So I went to the shop first, and then to the flight attendant's room.
Are you saying you passed by me at some point?
Yes. You seemed really into the issue of Sky magazine you were reading at the time. I don't suppose you noticed me walking by.
I vaguely recall someone walking by, but I didn't take notice of who it was.
Anyway, the piggy bank was definitely there at the shop when I went there.
Why did you go into the shop in the first place?
I went there for a work-related matter.
Work, you say? She's being really vague right now.
Yes, the upkeep of the shop is also one of my responsibilities.
Why did you not say anything about that until now is what I want to know.
In any case, I believe it's clear that the shop needs to be investigated as well.
Shall we head over there then?
Oh, that was Cammy. I gotta do a hold it for Cammy. Hang on.
Hold it!
What is it now?
Aren't you forgetting something, Miss Rhoda? Don't you need the captain's permission to check the shop?
No, I haven't forgotten. But I have already asked him for permission to search the entire plane. So I think we're all right.
Huh? That's weird.
What is?
Well, I just talked to the captain, see? And he said that he didn't give you permission to do anything like that at all.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Tenero?
It means she's lying. Go on. Admit that you are. You said you had permission to search all over, but you don't. And yet here you are.
You, flight attendant! What are you trying to do? Pull this ship over us?
The captain's calling for you, Miss Rhoda. Oh, but don't worry. I already got permission to search the shop from the captain. See, unlike you, I do things the right way.
Ooh! We got some cattiness! We got some cattiness at 30,000 feet in the air! I've seen a murder mystery like this. I've seen a murder mystery like this before.
Miss Tenero, why would you do such a thing?
Please excuse me.
Looks like I get to be in charge now. Please go back to your seat, Mr. LeBlanc. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would follow me, I will be your guide from now on.
There's something about Miss Tenero that has piqued my curiosity. But right now, investigating the in-flight shop is my top priority.
Yeah, no, Tenero is extremely sus. But hey, we get the hot one now. Too bad Edgeworth isn't interested in hot ladies. But we are. We are. I've seen this on many murder mysteries. Airline attendants are all catty bitches. Yep. I have also seen this. This is actually reminding me of one of my favorite murder mystery episodes of Death in Paradise, and it deals with flight attendants as the murder. It deals with a flight attendant as the murder victim, and it's a really good one. It's also one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite murder mysteries, just like hands down because of how crazy it is. It's from a yeah. You know what I'm talking about. It's from a show called Death in Paradise. Which, if you guys haven't seen it, it is one of my favorite murder mystery shows. It is about a stuffy British detective who gets transferred to the Caribbean and has to solve murders in the Caribbean. And it's so good. I don't remember which particular episode it is, but it is one of the later episodes when they switch out detectives for reasons that I will not say here because spoilers. But if you guys have Amazon Prime and you have BritBox, You do need to buy BritBox to watch it. But if you guys have the opportunity to check out Death in Paradise, please do. It is a fantastic murder mystery show. Very funny. Very, very highly recommended by SGG. All right. So let's go check out the in-flight shop. Oh, wow. This does not look like a shop. This doesn't look like a shop. This is just somebody's foyer. It's one of the first ones in season 3. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Series 3. Yeah, no, this doesn't look like a shop. What the hell kind of shop is this? This looks like somebody's office. This looks like somebody's foyer.
So, this is the in-flight shop. It's quite a mess in here.
You think? Guess I'll have to clean things up then.
Hold it! You cannot clean up a potential crime scene!
Oh, thank goodness. I hate cleaning so much.
You mustn't rush things here. I must remain cool, calm, and collected. Because this piggy bank was left at the crime scene. There is a very good chance that the killer had paid this place a visit.
All right. Let's investigate the in-flight shop. I still think this doesn't look like a shop. Well, first off, the most obvious thing are these fluorescent yellow suitcases. I've seen better stuff at the flea market. Yeah, same. I don't go to flea markets often, but yeah, I know the feeling. She's holding one of the plushies. I like her little plush. I like her little plushie. I just like her in general. Although she's probably the killer. She's probably the killer, but I like her a lot.
What are these?
Oh, those are our company's completely original line of suitcases. They're practically flying out the door. That's how popular they are. You should buy one. See how you like it. You won't regret it.
Perhaps that's how things work on this flight, but in the real world, you try, then buy.
No way. But either way, it doesn't really matter.
True. Either way, why would anyone buy a suitcase after they've boarded the plane?
Anyway, you see that? Just look at all the Captain Ego heads painted on there. Cute company mascot, isn't he? They're painted on with a lot of care. Doesn't he look like he's about to jump out at you?
I'm sorry, those faces look cursed. Those faces look really cursed.
It is certainly making something jump inside my stomach.
Huh? Oh, I guess there's no fooling your refined tastes. You look like you really wanted to get one, and I thought I was gonna finally make my first sale, but you saw right through it.
Oh, that's done now.
Never make me try to give you a sales pitch ever again, okay?
But I never showed any interest in it to begin with.
It really is pretty horrible, isn't it? You wanna know something? This suitcase was designed by Miss Rhoda.
Miss Tenero designed this?
Yeah, it was a company-wide contest.
Well, it does have a very sharp design sense.
Sharp! Like stinky sharp cheddar, maybe. I really have no idea why the big wigs decided to go with it. It's so... blah.
Miss Tenero designed this, did she? It's definitely not what I would have expected.
Whoa! Excuse me?
You okay?
I'm fine! Please watch yourself, Miss Mealy. Letting a suitcase freely roll around has got to be a safety violation.
Oh, because they're still going with the... they're still going with, they're still going through turbulence, I guess. That's what that was trying to signify. If Taniro lied about getting the captain's permission to investigate, it might mean she believes Edgeworth's innocence. Oh, maybe. Maybe they're trying to pin it on Edgeworth. Drugs in the cases! Diamonds in the handles! Yes, yes! We're doing all the murder mystery references today.
Here, I'll put it back.
Cool. Thanks. Thanks for that. Alright. Yes, let's check out the plushies. Down to the right.
There are all kinds of luxury name brand merchandise for sale in this display case. And they're lined up in just such a manner as to scream, "Buy me," to any passers-by. Stuffed toys, just like the one Miss Mealy is holding, are on display here. They're relatively cheap, which explains why they're displayed so haphazardly.
How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? You know you want one too. They're great for when you're stressed.
Why do I envision stuffed animal abuse when she says that?
No! No! Don't abuse the stuffies! Don't abuse the plushies! How dare you! How dare you! As someone who makes plushies for a living, that is a horrifying prospect! Don't hurt my babies! I spent hours on those plushies! Be nice to them! Don't abuse stuffed animals, guys. They don't deserve it. They deserve love too. Anti-stuffed animal abuse. All right, let's check this thing. That upset me greatly.
The glass from this display case's door is shattered all over the floor. And it looks like there's nothing on display inside either. Wait, actually, I think there is something. What's this? A miniature captain's hat?
Like the one on the plushies, huh? Now that is interesting. All right, anything else?
There's a wide selection of souvenirs for sale in these display cases.
You know what I'd suggest?
Sorry, but I have no intention of buying souvenirs on this trip.
Okay. Then how about you buy something for me then? As a present?
I can't think of a single reason why I'd want to buy you anything.
Aww, but I've had my eye on that pendant for such a long time.
Try paying some attention to me when I ask you something, and then we'll talk.
Damn! Ma'am, you were trying to use your portable flotations device on a gay man. That's not gonna work out for you. That's not how it works. Your charms are rendered useless on Edgeworth. Okay. Let's see. Can we logic anything from this? Wait! What if the captain's hat was on the little guy? What if the captain's hat was on the murder weapon and it fell off? Because all the other times we've seen him, he's been wearing that silly hat, right? It's a launch shot, but let's see.
The hat probably used to be on the piggy bank's head. Let's give it a go and see.
Ta-da!
I believe this piggy bank was forcibly removed from this display case. Does this mean the killer broke the glass to get at it?
Huh? Really?
Don't tell me you don't know where things go. Don't tell me you don't know what things go where in this shop.
Well, I don't. Miss Rhoda's in charge of this place. So come on, how should I know anything?
I sense that further inspection of this display case is needed.
Okay, yeah, let's check out the flowers.
Beautiful flowers in a beautiful arrangement. I feel cleansed just by looking at them.
Well, you're kind of stepping on a few of them, you know, Mr. Edgeworth.
Excuse me.
Aw! Don't step on the flowers!
Inside this display case is a row of lifesavers and life vests for sale.
We sell a lot of those when there's some kind of accident or something. But some people buy them even when there's nothing going on. How about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Care to buy one?
I sense this shop is one shopper away from being sued.
Can we not investigate the magazines? Seems kind of weird that they're just on the floor here. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can investigate the magazines for some weird reason. Let's go ahead and check out the display case. Alright, let's see here. I'm pretty sure I get an achievement if I check out everything here, but I think I already know what needs to go here. I think this is where the piggy bank was stolen. This has got to be where the piggy bank was stolen from, but let's see if we can get some flavor text. Let's see if we can get some fun stuff.
The glass on this door is broken. Perhaps it was the killer who broke it in order to take the piggy bank. But it's a bit odd that the inside of this case is so devoid of glass shards. Plus, the glass broke rather cleanly.
What is it?
I touched the glass and it cut my finger. It hurts, Mr. Edgeworth. It hurts.
Please tell me you can deal with such a minor cut on your own.
Can we get Miss Tenero back? Can we please get her back?
GoU Airlines related books line this shelf. The history of GoU Airlines, the future of GoU Airlines, the 7 wonders of GoU, fight on.
Working name, you go!
These titles make it very clear they won't be making the top sellers list anytime soon.
Oh my god, that's like the Monokuma Library. That's like the Monokuma Library in the Fun House.
Is this the same man as the one portrayed by the statues around the elevator?
Yeah, that's a paperweight of the founder of GoU Airlines, Mr. Hugo Hughes. On the bottom shelf, we have the cute one. The middle shelf is the realistic one. And on the top shelf, that's the floral version.
Floral? Are you sure about that? Let me guess. You just said the first thing that came to your mind, right? Looks like I hit the bullseye.
Okay, glass breaking outwards mean it was broken from the inside. But that's impossible given the lack of room, so maybe this was staged. If someone would break the glass believably, there would be shards on the inside. Yes, very good, very good. For now, this probably is where the piggy bank came from.
There's definitely something very unusual about this.
About what?
If the killer had broken the glass to get at the Captain Hugo Bank, there should be shards of glass inside the case itself.
There we go, guys. Good job.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I guess it'd be like that.
However, there is not a single piece of glass inside the display case.
Nope. No, there isn't.
Which means that the glass was broken from the inside out. The piggy bank must have fallen over from the turbulence and right through the glass.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's so much glass all over the floor.
I'm willing to bet that this hat was knocked off its head at that time, too.
Huh? That's nice.
She is narcoleptic sexy flight attendant is a real vibe. Is a real vibe. Even if she is the killer, I kind of like her.
Which leads me to believe that the killer took the Captain Hugo bank from here after the turbulence.
The plane shook so much it made a huge mess of the shop. Got it. This was taken out of the display case after the turbulence. And she's out! Oh my god, now she just looks like Cousin It. Now she just looks like Cousin It.
Take your power naps on your own time, Miss Mealy, and listen when I am talking. But the murder occurred before the turbulence, which rules this piggy bank out as the murder weapon.
So, you mean the bank's not the real murder weapon? It's a fake?
Yes. At this point, that is a very real possibility.
Interesting.
But then, what if when the killer went to take Captain Hugo, they broke the glass by accident?
The display case is locked, so that is highly unlikely.
Yeah, but there's one person who could have.
Oh? And who would that be?
Miss Rhoda, of course. I mean, she's the one in charge of this place, so she has the keys to, like, everything.
Miss Rhoda Tenero, huh?
Okay. Cammy is so much more docile than I expected. I mean, she's also half asleep. For real though, it's fun doing her voice. I like doing her voice. It's a fun one. It's a fun one. Okay. Hey. I just thought of something. What if it was the suitcase? Because we saw how loose the suitcases were when we hit that patch of turbulence earlier. What if the suitcase whacked him on the head and then they set him up in the elevator somehow? I don't know what that would accomplish, but I think that's it. Given how Cammy's personality changes, I think your comment that her name was Chameleon is rather appropriate. You know what? As far as Ace Attorney names go, this one works on multiple levels, and I respect that.
Yes. There is definitely something wrong here.
What's with the sun yelling?
I should be louder when I do these, I think.
Tell me, Miss Mealy, don't you think there's something strange about these suitcases?
Oh, well, sure. It totally is strange, like the color and the such.
That is not what I am talking about! Now pay attention!
Sir, yes, sir.
You're scaring me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. These suitcases are lined up a bit too prim and proper.
Yeah, they look a bit uptight, don't they? But I guess they take after their creator.
Again, that is not what I meant, Miss Mealy. Don't you find it unusual that these cases are the only things undisturbed by the turbulence? Never mind. I'd sooner find an answer by inspecting these suitcases myself. Upon closer inspection, really are quite hideous.
I wonder how Miss Rhoda would have reacted if she'd heard what you just said. What's wrong?
She makes a good point. It would be wise of me to watch what I say out loud.
Aww. See, he knows he's being a jerk. He's a jerk, but sometimes he knows he's being a jerk. And he's just like, oh, that actually came out way ruder than I expected. Oops. I like that. That's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet.
What's this? I've spotted something that's not quite right.
What's so unusual about the suitcases? Oh! Wait! What's this Danganronpa blood on the suitcase? Yeah, no, that's definitely sussy.
Take that!
There's something very peculiar about these wheels.
Huh? As in...
As in, there are no stoppers in place on these. Without stoppers, one would think that the turbulence would have sent it flying.
And...
And so, it is very likely that this suitcase was placed here after we hit that turbulence. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we?
Oh, it's like a... Wait. Oh my god. Is that what it was supposed to... Is that what the mascot's supposed to be? It's like a lemur. Not like a cute lemur either. It's like a horrifying sort of lemur. Yeesh. Alright, let's take a look at the wheel. Because it's definitely covered in that Danganronpa blood. Oh, that's not blood. I'm so used to blood being hot pink that I immediately thought this was blood. That is sad.
What's this? The wheel is completely covered in something. This color, this scent. It appears the substance in question is grape juice. But why would there be juice on the wheel of a suitcase?
Why indeed? Open up!
It would appear to be unlocked. Let's take a look at what's inside.
Oh! Okay. Yep, nope. It's not Danganronpa. It's not Danganronpa. That proves it right there.
A piece of cloth. And it's soaked with blood.
It's blood!
It appears that this suitcase is very strongly tied to a murder after all.
Ba-boom!
So, explain this to me. What does this suitcase have to do with the murder?
I believe it's pretty safe to say that the killer used this suitcase in some manner. Such as to move something, perhaps?
But aren't you just talking about the cloth, then?
That alone is too small. A larger item would be needed to move what I'm thinking of.
The body? Was the suitcase somehow used to move the body?
The thing I believe the killer used this suitcase to transport is...
Well, I mean, I think this is the closest we have to the body, so yeah. I think they used the suitcase to move the body to the elevator.
Something that would fit inside a suitcase that is also covered in blood. Sounds like a dead body, doesn't it?
Ooh, interesting. But...
In light of this, I'd say that Mr. Hicks was moved into the elevator from someplace else. Which means that the murder was committed in an entirely different location.
So, you're saying that after moving the body into the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase in here and just left it?
Exactly. What is it?
Nothing. Just that I was thinking about what Miss Rhoda said about coming here for something.
Oh, is this Rhoda? Yeah, there she is.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wanted to give you a bit more time, but I'm afraid I wasn't able to convince the captain. I'm very sorry, Mr. Edgeworth, but the captain feels that he has allowed you ample time. He says that he'd appreciate it if you could wrap it up here and return to your seat.
I understand his sentiments. However, if I'm not allowed to complete my investigation, the crime scene may become contaminated by the time we land. If I must stop, then I insist I be allowed to oversee the preservation of the two sites. Under your supervision, of course.
If that is your only condition, then I believe we can accommodate your wishes. I'm here to assist you in any way that I can, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ooh, sounds like fun. We can camp out and watch over everything together.
I found proof that the real crime scene was not in the lounge. And I have enough evidence to prove myself to be innocent of any wrongdoing. And yet, regarding what Miss Mealy reminded me about Miss Tenero, I can't allow my investigation to end here. The truth must come to light.
To be continued. Yes, we will save our progress. And we are gonna... I don't know how much longer... Whoa. There's a lot of save files there in there. Here we go. This is the one. Okay. What do you say? Let's keep going a little bit longer on this. What do you say, guys? Go a little bit more? Remember, Edgeworth, you usually get these wrong the first time. No, it's fine. Edgeworth has never messed up. Edgeworth has never messed up. I don't know what you're talking about. That is a false statement. Let's go! Keep going. Let's do it. Oh, hey. I guess we arrived back in the airport. March 12th, 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport.
I know that once we have landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. And, thanks to Miss Tenero and Miss Mealy, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Miss Tenero in private. So I'm left wondering just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation.
Oh, who is this? Who is this? There's only one person who refers to everybody by their first names and by their full names, and I know that music. Is it time? Has Best Girl returned? Has Best Girl returned?
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, yes! Yes, yes! Yes! Princess Girl! Baby girl! We are so happy! Let's go! I am so happy she's back! I missed her! I missed her in Trials and Tribulations! I'm sad that we only got her once! Yay! I'm really happy. I'm really happy. Remember when I hated her and now I love her? That's that's how quickly my opinion of a character can change. Yes! Let's go!
Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed, and wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma, the daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prosecutor. Are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth! I am placing you under arrest. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I would see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal! Have you no shame? No, wait! This has all been a big misunderstanding! I didn't kill the victim! A misunderstanding? I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Francisca, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I have investigated this for myself. I can put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way. The fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill. So why don't we solve this together? I have to get going. The crime scene awaits. Don't you dare leave town. Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir!
Yeah, there he is!
Too slow! Listen up! I am leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up! Understand? Mr. Edgeworth? I'm supposed to guard him? A simple yes or no, detective! Yes, sir! Understood, sir! You just leave it to me! Miles Edgeworth, if you interfere with my investigation, I will arrest you on the spot! Are we clear? Now then, if you'll excuse me.
And there she goes.
Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay. Thank you, Detective. I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Francisca is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you.
I think that's salmonella in the background. Oh my god, you're right! Ugh, not again! The Von Karmas seem quite adept at murder, Francisca. Yeah. It's not like your dad never killed nobody. Just saying. Oh, I hate him too. Let's go see what he has to say, shall we? There we go.
Looking from behind. I think I've seen this man somewhere before.
Oh my god! I forgot he's the mofo with the outdated memes. Okay, guys, brace yourself. This is gonna be real cringe. Let's just get this done and over with.
In Soviet Russia, world flag lunchboxes eat glue. I feel a wave of creative power coming on. It's over 9,000. Whoa! For my next movie, it's gonna be the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Tokyo versus the World Samurai Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock for so many boxers. So, the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie.
Ugh. I felt my soul die just now doing that. I felt my soul die. Ugh. Not that it wasn't already dead to begin with, but I felt it die a little bit more. Also, I spit all over my mic! Ugh! Damn it! Damn you, salmonella! Oh, Lord have mercy. Alright. Oh, hey, this guy's okay! Look. I picked a great time to come back from lurk. Sorry, Zelda NPC, but thanks for sticking around during the lurk. I appreciate it.
This man was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair. I did it! I made it the whole flight! I'm not scared of turbulence anymore! He must have been pretty scared. He's repeating the same thing over and over to himself.
Alright, what's going on here? What's with this?
Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops.
Lunchland? Oh, isn't that the thing that Angel Star from Rise from the Ashes, the lunch lady? This is her. Well, that's not her, obviously. That's not her, obviously, but it's the brand. The brand is still around. Rise from the Ashes was canon after all. See, I told you.
Which should I go with?
I recommend our airport special, World's Flags lunchboxes, only available for a limited time. We have a variety of lunchboxes made up to look like different countries' flags.
Okay, no. Hold on. This is a thing. This is actually a thing. This was in Taskmaster. I just saw this episode. Oh my god. Okay, I know Taskmaster wasn't a thing when this game came out, but oh my god. One of the tasks was to create a lunchbox that looked like a flag, a country's flag. I remember this because some dude just made like rice. Some dude made rice and just poured dye all over it and made it look like the Union Jack. I remember this. Oh my god. Okay, no. I need to find that particular task and put it in a Discord server. Oh my god. That's so funny. That's so funny. Everyone watching right now needs to watch Taskmaster. Go on YouTube after my stream and go watch Taskmaster. Go watch Taskmaster. It's so good. Apparently Emma does appear in Investigation. Yay! We get to see Emma too? Yay! What voice did I even do for Emma? She was the Valley Girl, right? I did Valley Girl voice for Emma, didn't I? Oh, that'll be fun. Considering that Emma also appears in Apollo Justice. Oh, damn! So Emma comes back in a big way. Nice! Looking forward to seeing her again. I liked Emma. I thought she was delightful. I love little. We had Spirit Medium Weird Girl, and now we had Science Weird Girl. Oh, Tyrant, you haven't heard of Taskmaster? Dude, it's so funny. All of it is available on YouTube for free. Just look up Taskmaster on YouTube. I mean, it may be in your country. I'm not sure, but yeah, if it's available, go watch it. It's one of the funniest, weirdest shows I've ever seen, and I'm obsessed with it. For those of y'all who don't know what Taskmaster is, it's 5 British comedians being asked to perform stupid tasks. And they get points based on how well they do the tasks. It is an absolute riot of a show. Go watch it if you can.
Let's see. I wonder if they're aiming to take Lunchland to the international market.
All right, now we can talk to Gumshoe, sir. All right, initial investigation. Maya and Pearl, Medium Weird Girl. Emma, Forensics Weird Girl. Trucy, Magician Weird Girl. I was just talking about the Magician Weird Girl earlier. Athena, Sci-Fi Weird Girl. And Athena's from, Dual Destinies, right? We haven't gotten to her yet, so I can't really say much about her. But I'm excited to meet all the Weird Girls. Weird Girl supremacy! I myself being a Weird Girl, I am 100% in support of Weird Girls. Weird Girls make the world run.
So, how is the initial investigation going?
We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office, and we're taking statements now, sir.
That sounds like Francisca. She was always good at quick responses to a case.
I'd say she was, a little too quick there, sir.
Oh? How so?
I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there'd been a murder or something. And had come in advance to await your flight's arrival.
That is sort of odd. She did show up rather quickly, and out of the blue. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America. There must be some backstory to all of this.
Athena is one assistant who is also a defense attorney. She's a playable character in a couple of... Oh! Okay. Yeah. If this is in March, maybe this is just before the final trial of Justice for All. I think that this case takes place after Trials and Tribulations, though. If I recall the timeline, I think that the investigations game take place after Trials and Tribulations. So I may be wrong on that. But I think that's what the timeline shucks out to be.
Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident.
No details?
It's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it. Even with me, sir.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part is what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should find out more as we investigate.
Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh.
I think investigation is actually sandwiched between the second and third. Ah, okay. Then it's the second game. It's Prosecutor's Gambit that takes place after TNT. Gotcha. Makes sense. All right, so let's move on. Oh my God! Look at this cool ass pilot. Look at this cool ass pilot. He looks like a movie star. I bet he's super obnoxious.
So, you must be the captain.
Oh my God, I feel like he needs to have like a Johnny Bravo sort of voice. I feel like this dude needs like a Johnny Bravo sort of feel to him. I don't know if I can do Johnny Bravo precisely. I mean, it's just a bad Elvis impersonation. How hard could it be?
Why, yes I am. And, who might you be, Foxy Mama?
I can't do that. Oh, I feel part of me die by calling Francisca Foxy Mama. Oh, God. No, fuck it, we're gonna go with it. Excuse my language, we're gonna go with it.
I am the prodigy prosecutor, Francisca von Karma. And I have a few questions for you.
Don't you dare, Captain! Getting friendly with another woman? I'll never forgive you if you do.
Oh! Okay. Well, obviously he's not Johnny Bravo because he had enough riz to pull this hottie. But we're still gonna go with the voice.
Oh, what are you talking about? Only got eyes for you, my dear Cammy.
I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person.
You sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir?
He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use. Anyway, I like to leave that type of witness to Francisca and her whip.
Yay! It's about to get... Yeah, there we go! I was about to say, it's about to get real kinky over there in a second, and sure enough... Andrew just shrugs off and is like, better him than me! We're out of here! Oh, I wish we would have talked to the captain some more. Oh well. We'll let Francisca deal with him. March 12th, 1:40 p.m. Here we go. Sorry, I'm sorry! Man, Gumshoe, you need to chill out, dude. You need to chill out.
How long do you intend to hold me?
It is impossible for me to be the criminal! I told you!
Mr. LeBlanc?
Oh, it is you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going! Time is money! I don't have even 1 second of wasteful time to spend! Cool, he's back. I looked up at a timeline. Investigations is after trials should be. Ah, yes! I was right! Yes! Score 1 for SGG. A rare win for me. Alright, let's talk to LeBlanc. Let's get him out of the way.
Did you finish taking a statement yet? Yep, all done, sir.
I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back!
Oh? And just what is your cargo, sir?
If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay!
Art? What sort of art? Mr. LeBlanc's an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small.
From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts.
Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth.
Oh, okay.
Mr. LeBlanc, could you please take a look at this for me?
Oh, it is a Brazilian cloth.
As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose.
Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous. Orders come from over the seas for more.
Okay, Brazilian cloth. Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier.
No. My cargo this time is much many gigantic. Yo, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal.
The stubbornness of you police, it is no good. And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room too.
That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Tenero. What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc?
She was taken into the attendant's room for her interview. And they still not come out. They make no sign of coming out either. I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Why is Miss Tenero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time?
Oh, and Francisca's back.
Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes. I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Miss Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room? Before I do, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking, but you can't put the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth!
Oh, sibling rivalry, let's go!
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion.
The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered.
From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found,
the only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect. The likeliest suspect, Francisco? Do you have a problem with that? No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough.
If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her line of logic fast.
Well, we already know it didn't take place in the lounge. We have proof of that. Hello, Senior Crouch! Welcome! Thanks so much for tuning in! Welcome to Gay Lawyer Sunday! We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth, and we're trying to prove that we did not kill a man 30,000 feet in the air. Let's not complicate things. Go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here. No, it wasn't, ma'am. Sorry, sis. Sorry, sis, but you're wrong on this one. Objection!
Objection!
Oh, he's such a smarmy little punk. He's such a smarmy little punk, and I love him so much. Anyway.
It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all. And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating. A piece that proves that the body was moved from a different location. The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body, meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all.
Objection! Oh, there it is! There it is! Ooh, it has been a hot minute since I heard that.
Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me. All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the suitcase. That doesn't prove that the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. A Von Karma is perfect in every way. Oh, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point?
Objection!
As if there was proof of that! Where's the proof that this suitcase was moved around?
The footprints! Because the footprints were covered in juice, and so was the wheel of the suitcase.
Take that!
The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where's the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here?
It's these! I am getting big flashbacks to Danganronpa right now. It's right here in the twin tracks.
Take that!
This mark here. Wouldn't you say it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there is also grape juice residue on the wheels of this suitcase. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here. I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Objection! Is she related to Edgeworth? In a way. They were both raised by the same, she is the daughter of Edgeworth's mentor. So in a way, she's kind of like his sister. In the fact that they grew up together, but they're not blood related, but she is, for all intents and purposes, Edgeworth's sister. And she is lovely. She is lovely and delightful, and I love her very much. Zinc LeBlanc's name might be a reference to zinc oxide, which is used as white pigmentation in paint. His Japanese name is actually zinc white, but the localization likely changed that name to prevent confusion. Oh, because they already had red white in the first game. They had red white in the first game, so they couldn't use zinc white again because the people might think that the two were related to one another. I get it. LeBlanc. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I appreciate that. Edgeworth never was officially adopted by Manfred von Karma. Yeah, because his name would be Miles von Karma, and I don't like that. That name sounds all sorts of wrong. Not so fast! This still doesn't put you in the clear, not by a long shot! All right, what now?
You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence.
And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death.
Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed into the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you were taking it from and pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Not a bad bit of logic. For something you thought of Not a bad bit of logic. For something you thought of on the fly.
Just what are you insinuating?
That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop.
Get her! Get her! You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence. No! No, we didn't. Because it was taken out after the turbulence. Francisca, honey, I love you. But you're slipping. You're slipping, my friend. Objection!
Objection!
The fact that you took this piece of evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is certainly something to be feared.
Evidence and logic. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master.
But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix?
A fake?
This Captain Ugo piggy bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon. What?
The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred.
What then? What about the blood on the bank? What do you make of that?
I assume it was added after the murder, when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator, the killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then, the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor and took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage, in my pocket to be precise. Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Mr. Ackby Hicks.
You there! Yes, ma'am!
Other than this piggy bank,
was anything else resembling a murder weapon found? We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Myers Edgeverse, it appears your stall tactics are at an end.
But it's possible that it's just in somewhere, sir.
If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I'd think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as that bloody cloth.
Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside
that suitcase. His sister's German accent is rubbing off on him.
Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murder's personage, or is still at the real crime scene.
Objection!
There is one more possibility, and that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon.
But didn't we just... Let me finish!
The killer took the piggy bank from out of the display case before the turbulence by opening the lock on the display case door. And it was at that time that the glass pane in the door was broken. I'd say that's a perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, wouldn't you? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast. I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain and granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying. Speaking of which, I recall that you also wish to speak with her. Yes. Very well. Permission granted. But only if I can sit in on your interrogation. Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me, if you so wish. Miss Tenero is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
Brother and sister working together to solve the case! Let's go! I'm very excited about this. Alright, in we go. March 12th, 2:23 p.m. Flight G390, first floor, flight attendant's room. Alright, what are you hiding? What are you hiding, Miss Tenero?
So, you're the ones that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission! Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know. What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that? Miss Tenero.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did?
All right.
Uh-oh, that's the sad music. That's the sad music. What would Francisca know about the flight attendant's manual? She's just that well prepared. My only mission was to devote my life for Card. Oh, your devotion to her is astounding. All right, ma'am. What do you got? Captain's permission. More sad music for the sad music. All the sads. All the sads. All the sads. Captain's permission.
Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean?
The captain. He only has ears for Cammy. I spoke with the captain a little earlier myself.
He definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Mealy.
Yes. And on top of that, I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, please allow me to thank you for what you did. Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really? You were able to prove your innocence? Oh, thank goodness. Miss Tenero, is it?
There's one more thing I would like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly.
Yes, I was.
And why were you there?
Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Francisca seems to have struck a nerve.
What is her deal?
all I did was go check up on the shop like I always do.
You're saying it was for work then?
Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise.
After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct?
Yes. I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
Miss Tenero claims to have no reason other than duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that.
Ask her about the suitcase? It's gotta be, right?
If you could please take a look at this for me, Miss Tenero. Oh, that suitcase. Yes, about this suitcase. You are the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured something else out about it. This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it? There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there? Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes.
I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling. I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care, but I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
The last one? But there were two, weren't there?
The last one there?
What do you mean by the last one there?
So you're saying, Miss Tenero, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes. They're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves.
That's not exactly the impression I got.
Judging by what I heard earlier, are we in the sky or on an airplane? We were in the sky when the murder occurred. We have since touched down and are at an airport, but we're still checking out the plane that's been grounded.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
Well, we are currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it.
I'm sorry, I can't.
But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you. I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, that is... how should I put this?
It's hideous.
What?
Maybe that was a bit too direct. Moving on. My issue with the suitcases isn't the design. It's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible. I'm sure there was only one.
Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency? By the way, Miss Tenero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
that one is... It's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
She's used it for a long time? I think not. Miss Tenero, I would appreciate it if you did not lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time.
What proves this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Miss Tenero says?
Well, it's still got the price tag on it, right?
Take that!
Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcases?
What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase?
Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, this suitcase was originally in the flight shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on this suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was...
Herself. She bought it herself.
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Miss Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Since the reason you went to the shop and came back here was...
I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. Oh, wow. This is hitting way harder than it needs to. This is hitting way harder than it needs to right now.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it? All because it's, as you put it, hideous.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting there, collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
You buy one every single time you work a flight?
I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for the purchase.
This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m.
Okay, so that's going to be useful in proving an alibi.
The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
Miss Tenero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold.
Then the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold.
I went away for 2 seconds. I missed important things. You were gone for way longer than two seconds. So to recap, we found out that the suitcases that Miss Tenero designed were selling really badly. She was the only one buying them. She bought one every flight she was on, and they were selling really, really badly. No one wanted them, and all the other suitcases are going to be destroyed at the end of this flight. So that's what she was trying to hide all this time. I thought it was going to be something way deeper than that, but no, she's just trying to save the suitcases she designed.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to...
Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
How could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Miss Tenero, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
I can't believe it.
Hold it! Yes, Francisca?
Going on these vile goose chases! You are disgraces of uncommon name!
And what do you mean by that?
The suitcase came from the cargo hold. That fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card. Myers Edgeworth! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that is the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Mealy. I asked her earlier, and she had this to say. Francisco got information out of Miss Mealy. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes. And the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda Tenero, and only you. What? Is this true, Miss Tenero?
Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on. I don't believe it.
What's wrong?
The key card, it's gone!
Shocker. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact, you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through.
Wait, it's not like that!
You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman! Yes, ma'am!
Mr. Edgeworth?
No! You and your Minecraft hair!
What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Francisco, I know that you are the lead investigator on this case. However, hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time! You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise.
Into the cargo hold we go! But we will save that for next time. All right, so next time we will be investigating the cargo hold and finishing up Turnabout Airlines. Unfortunately, that is going to have to wait a little bit because there will not be a Gay Lawyer Sunday next weekend. I am going to be out of town this coming weekend, spending time with family. So next weekend, next week's schedule, we will have Paper Mario tomorrow night at 7, and we will have Elden Ring on Thursday. However, there will not be Ace Attorney Investigations, and there will not be Paper Mario next week. Because I will be out of town during that time. However, I will make up for that with a super special stream the following week. And you guys are just going to have to wait and see what that is. It's something I'm really excited about. So stay tuned for more. For now, though, I will see you guys on Monday night. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you had fun. And this is SGG signing off. Stay super, everybody. And I will see y'all on Monday night. Bye.